Today, YouTube, replacing the steering box. That's the subject for today, part of the subject anyway. I took off my Synergy uh, track bar and sector shaft brace, took it back to OE standards, just so I wouldn't have any problem with the dealership. Although they said they would handle it, I took it off anyway and took it back to standard. Took everything off except my Falcon uh, stabilizer. I still use that. It's still pretty effective. And actually, the Synergy uh, track bar and sector shaft brace worked really well. But I want to see if this new steering box is the answer to all the drifting that I was getting. I've been complaining about this thing since I've had it. Here's a look uh, on the inside. You've seen this is a launch edition. I've got everything that comes with the launch edition. Got 22,000 miles on it. Still holding up good. Nitto Trail Grapplers 35s, and it's got everything: tonneau cover, bed, liner, backup camera, forward camera. Uh, it's got the cover for the ceiling. Just a bunch of extra stuff that that you don't really need, but you have anyway, just in case you need it one day. My Jeep is a one day thing. I'm at my office here at the church, um, so I thought I would just take a couple of minutes to get down and get up. That's the uh, Synergy brace that I took off, and here is the loaner that the dealer gave me. It's a Overland. Yeah, it's an Overland. Uh, it's okay. Of course, I have the Rubicon. The Overland is a little different. I think it's kind of a little. I don't know. I don't even know what class to put it in anymore. There's so many Jeeps out there. I was shocked at these street tires. I left the dealership and I had to get into traffic, and man, I lit the back end up. Just lit it up. I mean, you would think it'd have more than the little 3.6 Pentastar in there. But it comes with the Overland. This Overland, no bed liner, no electrical outlet, no uh, rail system. Uh, but it did have this removable top, and that's interesting. And it was fairly quiet, although I'm running on street tires, so but it was fairly quiet coming down the highway at highway speeds coming home. So um, I think it's a great little truck, and so I prefer my own over this one. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with this one. So they told me I have 24 hours after my vehicle is done to bring this one back in. I guarantee you, I will only take about 30 minutes to get this one back to them as soon as they call me and let me know. But it's an Overland. It's good looking as far as if you put some wheels and tires on it, it's good to go. My my major change for me is that, of course, my vehicle has the leather on the inside, and this has the rubber, but it has a proximity opening, and um, this vinyl here is kind of interesting. And then there's no uh, auto start, that type of thing, but I'm sure a lot of people don't need that. I want all of it, for the money that you have to pay. I want all of it, and it has these two latches. Just flip them down and push it open. They told me not to open it because you might break it, and it's one of the things I had to do was agree not to take the roof off. So I'm not going to do it. Of course, it has some of the function. It doesn't have adaptive cruise. Of course, I love adaptive cruise. I had adaptive cruise on my SRT, Just love adaptive cruise. My wife has it on her car. It's a lazy man's way to drive, but I put so many miles on a car. I need that. And of course, as you see, it has none of the off-road pages. It doesn't have the auxiliary package on it. It has the large uh, screen for the radio. But I mean, uh, if you compare the launch edition to this one, and I know that you can build this one up a little higher, but this is almost like a bare bones project right here. And of course, yeah, I wouldn't trade mine for nothing. Uh, but though this is a nice truck. I don't have anything really negative to say about it, so it's all good. I am concerned about all that rubber. I don't know what that is, that vinyl. Uh, I'm probably spoiled. Okay, I'm a spoiled boy. I know somebody would be upset about that, but I'm too old to care. I know what I like. I like what I like. I pay for what I like. I get what I like, and I move on. I don't throw rocks at nobody. It's all good. It's all good. So, uh, but it's a good looking little truck. I mean, uh, if I hadn't already bought my wife a car, I think I would buy something like this for her, and maybe put some 35s on it or some 33s and leveling kit and let it roll on down the road. I would have to do something about that bed, but yeah, this is not a bad vehicle. It really, as far as just driving it, it's the same as any other. What I'm anxious to see is how the new steering box is going to function. And this drives out pretty good with street tires on it. But I've only driven it 15 miles from the dealership to home. So, but yeah, plastic side. None of that stuff appeals to me. Plastic bumper, all that. I don't think there's anybody that appeals to. But it did have the LED package, which is good, so you can see at night. I think that's necessary on all of the vehicles. What do you think? Anyway, so South Carolina boy, I just thought I would give an update on what's going on with my vehicle, and hopefully, when I get back with you, we'll see uh, exactly what's going on with the launch edition after they change the steering box.